Satar, Assistant Professor in the Chemical Engineering Department of LGIT Ahmedabad. In this lecture, I am going to start new topic of the Mass Transfer Operation 1. So let's start. Chapter name is Gas Absorption. Topic is Method of Transfer Units. So you can see on the screen calculation of packing height, and this is the figure for the same. This figure illustrates that the gas absorption phenomena is taking place in the counter current gas absorption, where gaseous stream is coming from the bottom section to the top section and liquid stream coming from the top section to the bottom section. For this figure, we are going to see one numerical now. So you can see here, this is the question. I am reading this question. 5000 kilogram per hour of SO2 air mixture containing 5% by volume of SO2 is to be scrubbed. Scrubbed means nothing but absorbed. Is to be scrubbed with 2 lakh kilogram per hour of water in a packed tower. Means here we are going to remove SO2 from SO2 air mixture by using water, and this is nothing but scrubbing phenomena, or I can say absorption phenomena, and we are removing here SO2 by using water. So flow rate for water is given, that is nothing but 2 lakh per gram per hour, and this is nothing but this phenomena is happening in the packed tower, not tray column. So packed tower is a different than the tray column, where we are using various packings, for example random packing, regular packing. So you can see here the exit concentration of SO2 is reduced to 0.15% in a gaseous stream. The tower operates at 1 atm in equilibrium relation is given by Y is equal to 30x. You can see here Y is nothing but moles of SO2 per mole air, and X is nothing but mole of SO2 per moles of water. And finally packing height is given, that is nothing but 0.42 meter. We have to calculate here HTU, that is nothing but height of the transfer unit. So what is the meaning of this question? Here we are having one mixture that containing SO2, and we want to remove that SO2 from the mixture by using water. So here you can see flow rate of that mixture is also given, that is nothing but 5000 kilogram per hour, and flow rate of water is also given, that is 2 lakh kilogram per hour. After that equilibrium relation also given, that is Y is equal to 30x. Now what is meaning of Y? This is nothing but moles of the solute in the vapor phase or gaseous phase. After that you can see what is the meaning of X? X is nothing but moles of the solute in the liquid phase, that is nothing but in water. So you can see here Z is given, that is 0.42 meter, and here we have to calculate HTU. So we will see now how to solve this numerical. You can see here, this is the figure for this question. You can see this is the packed bed absorber, where gaseous stream coming from the bottom section to the top section and liquid stream coming from the upper section to the bottom section. And here various flow rates and composition is given in this figure. You can see here we have calculated here Y1 G capital G, and after that X2 and LS. But how to calculate these, now we are going to see. But given things are given, that is nothing but Y2 is equal to 0.0015. This is given. After that X2 is equal to 0 also given, because our liquid is fresh in nature. Fresh in nature means solute contained in the liquid, that is nothing but water, is 0. That's why moles of the solute present initially in the water is 0. That's why we have taken here X2 is equal to 0. That is nothing but fresh solvent. Now we will see how to calculate those flow rates and composition in exit stream and inlet stream. So you can see here average, we have to calculate here first of all average molecular weight of the air mixture which containing SO2. So you can see here that is given by the 64 into 0.05 plus 29 into 0.95. What is meaning of these? That is the air SO2 mixture. SO2 contained is 5% and 95% is air. We know that molecular weight of the air is 29 and molecular weight of the SO2 is 64. So just add up the molecular weight of SO2 and air, you will get here average molecular weight of the SO2 air mixture, that is nothing but 30.75. Okay, after that we will find total gas flow rate, means G, capital G. How to calculate this? You can see here now 5000, that is nothing but flow rate given in the question, divided by this average molecular weight of the SO2 air mixture, means 5000 divided by 30.75, you will get here 162.6 kilomole per hour. After that, now we will calculate here inert gas flow rate. Inert gas flow rate means we are having 100% air mixture, air gas mixture, that is nothing but air and SO2 mixture. So 5% is SO2 present inlet in the inlet stream. So 95% is nothing but inert, because that inert is as it is coming in the outlet stream. Okay, so that is nothing but 0.95%. So total gas flow rate is nothing but 162.6 into 0.95. You will get here 154.5 kilomole per hour. After that, now we will calculate here Y1. Y1 is nothing but moles of the solute, okay, in gaseous phase or vapor phase on a solute free basis. Solute free basis means whatever we are taking in a denominator, that is nothing but 100 minus 5. What is 5? That is the solute containing in that stream, and we are calculating here Y1, Y2, X1, X2, all these values on the solute free basis. Means we are not going to consider that solute in the denominator. That is nothing but solute free basis. This is a very important concept. Whenever we are calculating these Y1, Y2 terms or X1, X2 terms, we are calculating in terms of the solute free basis. Means in denominator we are not going to consider solute amount. So Y1 is nothing but moles of the solute in the inlet stream of the gas, that is 5 divided by 100 minus 5. So 100 minus 5 is nothing but solute free basis. Total amount is 100. We are removing the 5, that is solute. So that is solute free basis. So 5 divided by 100 minus 5 is equal to 0.0526. So this is the value for Y1. Similarly, now we will calculate Y2. You can see here. Y2 is equal to, means this is the concentration of the solute in the outlet stream. So outlet stream is SO2 containing in the outlet stream, that is nothing but 0.15 divided by 1 minus 0.15 is equal to 0.0015. So in this manner we can calculate the percentage of the Y1 and Y2 or composition of the Y1 and Y2. Now we will see amount of water, that is the amount of water is given 2 lakh kilogram per hour. So 2 lakh kilogram per hour, this is nothing but flow rate of the amount of water. Now how to calculate LS? That is nothing but liquid flow rate. Similarly, we have to calculate for the liquid total liquid flow rate similar to the total gas flow rate. In total gas flow rate, what we have done, we have taken there 5000 divided by average molecular weight of the SO2 gas mixture, that is nothing but 30.75, means 5000 divided by 30.75. Now we have to calculate here same flow rate, means total flow rate for the water. So amount means molecular weight of the water is nothing but 18. So 2 lakh divided by 18 is equal to 11,111 kilomole per hour. So this is the total molar flow rate for the water. Now you can see this is the figure. Now we are going to take material balance. Now you can see here whatever we have calculated in a previous slide, I have written in this figure. So your Y1 is nothing but 0.0015. This is the mole fraction of SO2 in the outlet stream, outlet gaseous stream. After that you can see Y1 means mole fraction of the SO2 in the inlet stream of the gas. After that you can see liquid composition as well. Your liquid is a fresh in nature, that's why initially that is 0, means solute SO2 present in the initial water, that is 0. After that whenever absorption is taking place, means SO2 is absorbed in water, means outlet composition for that is 0.007. Now how to calculate this? Now we are going to see in this slide. You can see this is the material balance for this figure. This is the steady state process. So inlet is equal to outlet, G Y1 minus Y2 is equal to LS X1 minus X2. This is the material balance for this figure. Means whatever the inlet stream, you can see in this figure, inlet stream are nothing but Y1 into G1, that is nothing but GG, and plus LS into X2. After that outlet stream are nothing but Y2 into GG and plus X2 into LS. So whenever you are rearranging this term, you will get like this material balance for this figure, that is GG in bracket Y1 minus Y2 is equal to the LS X1 minus X2. Now just put all the values in this equation, you will get like this. Here we are going to use X2 is equal to 0 because I told you X2 is a fresh in nature, means initially SO2 is present in that X2 stream is 0. Since I can say since entering pure water to the water tower. So we are using here pure water as the extracting solvent, that's why X2 is equal to 0. After that now just put all this value in above equation, you will get like this. Capital G value is nothing but 154.5, capital Y1 is nothing but 0.0526, minus Y2 is nothing but 0.0015. We have calculated all these value in previous slide. Okay, after that LS is nothing but 2 lakh divided by 18 is nothing but 11,111 into x1 minus x2. x2 is equal to 0, so we will having here only x1. After that, you can see here, we will get from this equation x1 is equal to 0.0007. So you can see this value in figure as well, that is nothing but value of x2, means amount of the SO2 in a exit stream of the liquid of water. So similarly, we can calculate here x1 in this manner, and now we are calculating here YE1. So how to calculate YE1? We are having this relation in question as well. Y is equal to mx, means this is the equilibrium relation. So YE1 is equal to 30x1. How to calculate equilibrium composition of the solute in the gaseous phase? That you can see here, YE1 is equal to 30x1. This relation is given in your question. So just use that. YE1 is equal to 30 into x1. x1 is nothing but 0.0007. So just put here, you can get like this, 30 into 0.0007, value is 0.021. So this is the equilibrium value for YE1, means solute present, means SO2 present in the gaseous stream at the equilibrium. Similarly, we will calculate YE2. So YE2 is nothing but 30x2, and x2 is nothing but 0, because we are using here fresh water. So YE2 is nothing but 0. You can see we have to calculate here NTU. Why we are calculating here NTU? Because we know that Z, that is nothing but packing height, is equal to NTU into HTU. Z is given in our question, that is 0.42, and we have to calculate here NTU by using various values we have calculated in the previous slide. After that, we will have NTU value and Z value by using this formula. Z is equal to HTU into NTU. We can calculate HTU, that is the requirement of this question, that height of the transfer unit. Before that, we will calculate here NTU, means number of transfer unit. You can see here, just put all these values, whatever we have calculated in previous slide, value of Y1, value of Y2, value of YE1, YE2. You have to just put all these value in this formula, you will get like this. NTU is nothing but number of transfer unit is equal to 0.0526 minus 0.0015 divided by 0.0526 minus 0.021 minus 0.0015 minus 0. Minus 0, 0, this 0 is nothing but x2. x2 is nothing but that is the fresh water. So that's why we have taken here 0. So you can just put here ln 0.0526 minus 0.021 divided by 0.0015. Just put here all these values and calculate this, you will get this answer. NTU, number of transfer unit, is nothing but 5.17. This is the number of transfer unit value. Now we are going to find HTU. So formula for that you can see on the screen. Height of the tower is given by Z is equal to HTU into NTU. You have seen all this formula in previous lecture as well. So that is Z is nothing but packing height, and this is given in our question 0.42. HTU we have to calculate here, NTU also we have calculated. So just put all these values in this formula like this. Okay, 0.42 is nothing but Z, HTU we want to calculate. After that 5.17 is NTU. So after that we will get this answer. So this is nothing but HTU 0.420 divided by 5.17 is equal to 0.0812 meter. So this is the height of the transfer unit. So this is all about the calculation of this height of the transfer unit. So what we have seen in this lecture, I will quickly revise you. Okay, so just see here, first of all we have calculated here average molecular weight of the air SO2 mixture, that is nothing but 64 into 0.05 plus 29 into 0.95 is equal to 30.75. Just after that we have calculated total gas flow rate by using 5000 divided by 30.75, we will get this answer. After that we have calculated here inert gas flow rate, means 5% is nothing but your SO2, so remaining is inert gas. So inert gas flow rate is nothing but total gas flow rate into 0.95, you will get this answer. After that we have calculated Y1 and Y2. Y1 and Y2 are nothing but moles of the solute present in the gaseous stream at inlet section and outlet section, but on the solute free basis. So in this manner we can calculate here Y1 and Y2. After that we have calculated here total liquid flow rate. Similarly we have calculated for the total gas flow rate. So for that we have, what we have done here, 2 lakh divided by 18 is equal to this value, that is 11,111. After that, we have calculated the amount of the solute in the liquid stream at the exit. So, how to calculate that? We have to take this material balance. I told you how to write this material balance. So, you can see, just see here, inlet is equal to outlet. You have to just put up on the left hand side inlet stream and on the right hand side outlet stream. You will get like this. After that, just put all these values in above equation. You will get like this. Okay, all these values we have calculated in previous slides as well. So, by using this relation, you can calculate x1. So, after calculating x1, now we will calculate equilibrium values of the solute in equilibrium gaseous stream. So, ye1 and ye2. How to calculate ye1? You can see on the screen, that is ye1 is equal to 30 into 0.0007, that is value is nothing but 0.021. Similarly, we can calculate ye2. You can see here x2 is equal to 0. So, ye2 is equal to 0 because your x2 water is fresh in nature. After that, just find out NTU by using this relation. I have explained you related to all this concept few minutes ago, that y1, y2, all these are the solute free bases. Just put all these values whatever we have calculated in previous slide, you will get like this, and after that, by using this, we will calculate here NTU, that is 5.17. Now, we have to calculate here HTU, means height of the transfer unit, that is the requirement of this question. Just put this value in packing height, Z is equal to HTU into NTU, you will get like this. Finally, by using this relation, we can calculate HTU is equal to 0.0812 meter. So, this question can be asked for 7 marks in your examination. So, this is a very important question. Try to solve this question as much as possible by using different values as well. So, we will see next topic in the next lecture. Thank you very much.